Good morning, good afternoon, hello, whenever you are joining me. My name is Jessica Beth, and I am the owner, designer, creator at Meraki Bulgari, formerly known as Butterfly Envy. It is a small Etsy shop that I've had for about a year and a half. And right now I'm currently rebranding and relaunching. So I'm going to kind of take you on that journey and show you what I'm up to. All right, guys, so before we kind of get into my day, I thought since this is the very first vlog that we're doing, I should show you around my workspace, my studio, and kind of tell you a little bit more about myself. Right now it is Friday at about 11, so I'm just getting started with working on our holiday launch, testing, those types of things. That's what I've been working on this week. For those of you that care and want to know, I am a full-time entrepreneur, 1099, self-employed individual. I've been self-employed for about 9 years now. So this morning I had things to do with the kids in my other business, and right now is my blocked calendar time to focus on Meraki Bulgari and the products that I'm going to be launching for the holidays, and then I'm working on the 2023 official launch. So I thought it'd be appropriate though to show you around the studio, get familiar with what my workspace looks like. So let's take a look. My small business is ran out of my living room / dining room. I have pretty much moved in and taken over this space entirely for my small business and my creative work. All right, so now that you had a look around real quick, we're going to talk about what we're going to be working on today. So each night or first thing in the morning, I make sure that I am organized and ready to go for the next day. So these are our projects. Realistically, I probably will not get done with all of them today, but I hope so. So we have some Christmas ornaments that we're going to be working on for the holiday season. We also have some 3-wick candles that we're going to be doing, so we need to do the label for this candle. We are testing the wax melt that we already made this week, so we want to make sure that it smells good. We have these little paint kits that we're working on for like the kids for the holidays, and I'm really excited to do this, which is, I saw this on Instagram, TikTok, where you could use this fabric dye in cement. So these are Etsy's color trends for the upcoming holiday. So we are going to experiment making a candle vessel with those. And yes, we got wax melts to pour. We have packaging to finish for our previous wax melts, and then we have a photo shoot. So less talking, more working. Let's get started. I'm prioritizing my day with what takes the longest to make and which items need to cool down, need to dry, cure, all those types of things. So we're going to start with our wax projects. And this is going to be for our wax melts. Right now I'm just sanitizing these silicone molds with some alcohol. Then I'm going to gather all the other stuff that I need. I'm going to be dyeing my wax this pretty pale pink color. Then I'm going to get the rest of the stuff that I need, like my thermometer, and I'm going to pre-measure out my fragrance oil. Today we're using the vanilla eggnog from Candle Science. So I'm just measuring this out. We're testing, so I'm only working with a pound of candle wax, and I'm using a 12% fragrance load. So the wax right now is melting, and I'm waiting for that. Now it's time to pour. This is my favorite part. We're going to test out a clamshell with this new wax as well as the new fragrance oil. And then I'm going to be making these holiday wax melts to go on top of our slabs. And as you can see, I'm about to have a major fumble with my wax. I normally don't have a shaky hand like this. So as you can see, I have completely gotten it all over the place. Don't worry, it will dry, and I just use like a credit card and it scrapes off really easily. Quick little update, I worked on the molds and the wax melts, and they're really cute. They smell amazing, the wax is amazing, but the design doesn't match what I had in my mind when I originally, drew up everything. So I'll keep those to give out for samples, friends and family, but I'm gonna re-pour the wax. This time I'm not gonna add any color. I'm gonna leave them like a white color, and then I'm gonna use different embellishments. So I am making the Santa baby wax melts, and these were the tags that I made yesterday. So I want the tags to be similar to what the design looks like. So it was just a little too pink for me. It was supposed to be pale pink, and I used half of a cube, and it said 1 full cube per pound. So I cut it in half because I wanted a pale pink, and it was still very, very pink. So at least I learned about that dye block and how it works. To really get it pale, I really don't need much of that dye block at all for a pound of wax. But anyway, so I am remelting some wax, and then we're going to re-pour, let it set, and try again. So now I'm sitting at my desk. I'm waiting for the wax to cool that I just poured. And now I'm gonna start working on the labels for the clamshells that I'm doing for our holiday scents. I'm gonna use a Avery label. Fingers crossed. This is normally where I get really frustrated with making these labels using any type of template, because it never seems to come out correctly. So if you have any tips on how to do that, let me know. But I'm going to Avery's website, typed in the template, I create my design, but every time I seem to do this, it's always not centered, and it drives me nuts. I do have a new printer, so maybe things will be different this time around. We'll see. So fingers crossed, we're gonna look at this template. Unfortunately, you can see that it did not line up correctly, and the background is not the same color. I removed the color background in hopes that that will align this a little bit better and make the image color a little brighter as well. All right, so I'm sitting in front of my window right now because my little photo shoot's here, and I'll show you in a second. But here is the finished product of the wax melt. It might be hard to see, but the color is not the same as my image on the computer. Like I said, it's a brand new printer. I haven't touched any of the settings, so I'm not quite sure that I am satisfied with it. So I did take off the background, and it's still slightly not centered. So worst case scenario, I'll print, use my Cricut on my sticker paper, and make my own labels. Like I said, this is one of the most frustrating things for me being a creator. I can see it, I know how to design it, and then it's the alignment labels that typically slow me down. Worst case scenario, I can just have them outsourced and print them, so I get the best quality print as well. But let me show you my little makeshift, sorry about my hand, a little makeshift photo shoot that I have here. So this is my daughter's sweater. It's nice and soft. I got some of these knickknacks and ornaments from Target the other day in their little like $3 bin. And so, as you can see, I'm doing a little photo shoot of the products. All right, so on to the next thing. I'm gonna see if my wax melts are dried so I can try again with creating the Santa Baby wax melts. So we'll see. So Project Santa Baby wax melts did not work out today. That's okay. I'm feeling a little frustrated, so I'm gonna stop while I am ahead. As you can see, one of the wax melts broke in there. I was being impatient. There's the other half. I'm just trying to get the color kind of concept together, and I just really don't like how it looks. So we'll try again tomorrow, and I'm gonna move on to something else. So sometimes you just need to walk away from something and go do something else. Making the tags was refreshing and calmed me down. I am going to sleep on my designs. Sometimes I can be a little bit of a perfectionist and critique every single thing, but it doesn't look like I got a lot done on today's vlog. It's been about 4 hours in the studio, and I got my clamshells tested, and so far so good. Those came out really nice. I love the wax, I love the fragrance, and I started testing the second wax slab for our holiday line, and I like where I'm going with it. I'm still figuring things out. I got a bunch of the tags done, so once I have the finished product, I can assemble really easily. So I'm pretty satisfied with my day overall. So here's the end result. We had our little wax melt there. Let me know if you like it. The image, I'm really just having a hard time with some of the coloring, but again, that could just be me. And I did walk away from the Santa Baby wax melt, and I came back to it and I put it together, and I know it's backwards and you can't see it, but you saw the tag when I was making it. But here are the designs. So I think I'm warming up to it. Sometimes I have to sleep on it and, you know, see if I like it. I think I do like it. I like the colors. It looks nice with the tag. So anyways, that is the end of my first video vlog here in my studio. Thanks so much for joining me. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, comment below, definitely interact, and hit that subscribe button if you would like to. And I look forward to upcoming videos similar to this. I'd like to start doing some other content where I actually show and teach, you know, different things that I've learned about my business, you know, how to make certain things DIY, but also from like the business side of things, you know, products and techniques that I have that I've learned over time. So anyways, thanks guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.